Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Sunday class. We've been talking about the intention of bringing in the spring amongst some heart openers and relaxation and expansion of the breath. So that's what we're going to do today. Enjoy. So I want to say that with heart openers, sometimes it can feel very intense, especially if you're feeling emotional in any way. So I'm going to counter it with some forward folds, but if it ever feels too intense, just go ahead and come out of it. And if you're like feeling activated in any way, just come into a simple forward fold or child's pose. But we'll definitely do some of those just to give you counterbalance with that. Okay. I've gone to a back bending class and been like, oh my God, that's so much. Like it's very energetic and building, but good for spring as well. All right. Let's start out lying down on our backs. So you can go ahead and find our beginning Shavasana to get settled into the body. Just giving yourself permission to lay back, to soak in the natural world that surrounds you, even if you are watching this and inside, it is all around us. To feel the support of the earth. And to gently feel your breath slowing down. As you give yourself this precious moment to just tune in. And I invite you to release whatever you were doing before this. To release whatever you have going on after this. Because this is your time. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Continuing the deep breaths here, making sure to expand the belly as well as the chest if possible. And then from here, continuing to breathe, shifting your attention to your heart center. And just noticing, and in yoga philosophy, this is Anahata chakra. And chakras are basically energy centers. It means wheel in Sanskrit. And there's more to it, but we can go into that another time. So just experiencing your heart center. And if it fits, you can imagine a brilliant green, almost like a brilliant green light at your heart center. And just seeing that glow, feeling that glow. Bringing in love. And then take one more deep breath here. And starting to wiggle your fingers and toes. Awakening yourself. Ow, Paco. Oh my gosh. Frisky little kitty. Awakening yourself into this practice. And then go ahead and bend the knees. And start to move the knees from side to side, coming into a windshield wiper motion. Soles of the feet are on the earth. Just starting to bring twisting into the body. Twists are important to open up the heart because it gets into the side ribs and it opens up the upper back and starts to engage the core as well. Let's do a couple more. Just breathing deep. deeply, just noticing. And then coming back to the center, go ahead and hug those knees into the chest. So here's a counterbalance to the heart openers we're going to do. It's a turning inward. It's a place to comfort yourself when we curl up into a little ball like this. And just feel your hip flexors opening up, and if it feels good, you can rock from side to side, massaging out the low back. Just starting out slow here. And then come to the center and start to roll forward and back along the spine. And we're going to do this a few times, so just getting into it a little bit. Good. And you can bring the element of play, the element of spring, into this rolling forward and back. If it feels okay on your shoulders, we're just starting, so maybe your feet reach behind you. But otherwise, just letting your body do what it does and protect the neck and shoulders if you decide to bring your feet way back. Good. Let's do 3 more times here. Rolling forward and back. Bringing some energy into the vertebrae. All right, last time here, and then meet me up in a seat. Coming to sit and bring the soles of your feet together here. And we're going to do some cat-cows in Baddha Konasana. So it's cat-cow flexion of the spine, really. So on your inhale, reach the heart forward, expanding the chest. And exhale is that same counter posture I was talking about to even out this energetic heart opener. Inhale, deep breath in to expand the lungs, to open the heart. And exhale, tuck the chin, opposite flexion of the spine. And let's do a few more here. Inhale forward, rolling the shoulders back, hugging shoulder blades together. And exhale, tucking the chin, expanding the shoulders. Good. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Last one. Inhale forward. And exhale back. Coming back to sit in Baddha Konasana and really inviting the music into our practice. And Grego is on the tunes today for all who are watching. All right, we're going to do a little core sequence now, and it's going to flow with the breath. So go ahead, and you can do this with your hands back behind you if you would like. Let's start there, and then you can choose to lift them up if you want more of a challenge. Okay, tiny bend in the elbows. Maybe your fingers are facing forward or to the side, whatever feels more comfortable. Okay, from here, you're going to lean back on your sit bones and just hover your feet above the earth. And then from here, inhale. And then exhale, knees draw together, come into boat pose, shins are parallel, or toes can touch if you want less here. Good. And then back into Baddha Konasana, exhale. Okay, and here's a changer here. Here's the tricky part. You're going to bring your heels to the earth and extend out into this straddle position. And then bring your hands back up so you can walk them forward. And your straddle may look like this, and that's perfect. I'm going to stay here. It just depends on where your body's at today. Tiny bend to the knees. Inhale here. Heart reaches forward. Exhale. Just start to lean forward, leading with your heart. You don't have to come far at all. We just want a little tilt of the pelvis. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale, come back up. And then you can hover your hands if you'd like, but we're going to do that again. So exhale, draw the heels. So you're engaging your core here, and then hover. Baddha Konasana. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, knees come together. And then inhale, boat pose. Take an extra breath here. Oh yeah, I'm feeling this. And then inhale, draw heels together. Exhale, press the heels. Bring yourself into that straddle position. Hands come forward. Inhale, heart reaches forward. Exhale, little forward fold here. Just for one breath. Inhale. Exhale. Come back up. And then exhale, use your core to draw those heels in. Meet me back, hovering Baddha Konasana. Reach the heart forward. Feel that core engage. Inhale here. Exhale, knees come together, boat pose. Inhale, back into Baddha Konasana. Exhale, heels reach along the earth. Hands come forward. Inhale, heart reaches forward. Exhale, coming forward just a little bit. Inhale here. Exhale here. Inhale, draw yourself back up. Okay, one more time through that. Exhale, pull the heels in using your core. Meet me in hovering Baddha Konasana. And then next breath, you're going to draw your knees together. Oh yeah, I'm not sure if we're on our inhale or exhale. Inhale or exhale, reaching your back into hovering Baddha Konasana. And then gently pull the heels onto the earth. Use your core nice and slow. Okay, inhale here. Exhale, fold forward a little bit, or you can go a little further this time. But really reach the pelvis back. Really reach the heart forward here. Good. All right. Inhale, back up. And then you can grab a hold underneath your knees and draw your knees back together. Let's come into this posture with the soles of your feet on the earth, and we'll do just a couple more repetitions of cat-cow here. So inhale, heart reaches forward. Exhale, chin tucks as you round out the spine. Inhale, heart reaches forward. Exhale, round out the spine. Last one like this. Inhale, heart reaches forward. And exhale, round out the spine. All right, from here, we are going to come forward and meet in downward facing dog or puppy pose. Actually, let's all meet in puppy pose because we're doing heart openers today. So you're going to come onto all fours, hands and knees. And then you're going to walk your hands a little more forward so you're in an elongated tabletop. And then from here, you're going to reach your hips back so that they're relatively over the knees. You may have to even lengthen the stance a little more. And then your gaze is forward if that feels okay. And your heart drops between the shoulders. Option if you'd like a little more and your wrists feel good, you can come to your fingertips and then drop the heart here. Good. And then allow your head to relax. Maybe even your forehead comes to the earth, but your arms are engaged. This is a different posture from child's pose. Good, you guys. Deep breath in. Full breath out. One more here. And exhale. Okay, if you're hovering, if you're on your fingertips, bring your palms to the earth. Gaze forward. And now we're going to walk our hands over to the right. So you're reaching off your mat to the right side. Reaching forward with your fingers and then lean back through the hips so you get a nice stretch on this side body. In this one, we're really expanding the left side of our lungs. Inhale here. Exhale, sink back into the hips. One more breath here. And exhale. And then gazing up, gently walking your hands back to the center. And then all the way over to the second side, reaching your arms, your palms. Maybe that right hand reaches even a little further. We're stretching out that side now. Inhale here. Exhale, hips reach back. Feel this side body stretch. And if you're not feeling it, wave me over because this can really get in there. Good. So you're reaching back with the right hip and forward with the right hand. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Last one here. And exhale. Gazing forward, walk your way back to the puppy pose. And then let's come into all fours position. I want to do one more to warm us up for the flow here. So let's inhale, gazing up, coming into cow pose. Pelvis reaches up. Exhale, round out the spine, tucking the chin. Inhale, gazing up. And exhale, rounding out. Then from here, come into tabletop pose. So you have a neutral spine in this posture. And then you're going to reach your right leg back so it's hovering off the earth. Toes tuck under. Right hip is squared. Good. Maybe from here you reach your left hand forward, balancing. Please pick a point in front of you that's going to help you balance. Deep breath in. You don't have to go here either. You can stay in three-legged table. Okay, from here, bend the right knee so that the sole of your foot is reaching towards the sky. And then reach the left hand behind you. And you may or may not grab that right foot. It is early in practice, so please be gentle. This is a balancing pose. If you do, I'm falling over here. If you do have a hold of the right foot, kick back into the left hand. Feel the opening. One more breath. We're almost there. And then exhale, release, reach the leg and hand apart, and come down and just rock those hips from side to side. Whew, getting things going here. This is a really good one to open up the heart. Good. All right, coming back to the center. Let's just get right into the second side. So first, left foot hovers, left leg reaches back. Good. Find that point in front of you that is not going to move. Maybe a natural being in front of you, such as a leaf or a stick. Okay, reach the right arm forward, expanding the fingers, feeling a line of light going from fingers to toes. Okay, next option, if you want it, you're going to bend the left knee, sole of the foot up towards the sky. And then maybe reach the right arm back. And then maybe, if it's there, you can grab a hold, my balance today, of this foot. And then gently kick into the foot to find that stretch in the right shoulder. Going gentle here. We're just starting out. One more breath. And exhale, reaching hand forward, foot back. And release. Nice job, you guys. Look at this balance. I'm over here falling over. You guys are rocking it. Just releasing with that hip movement. Yeah, and anything that feels good. Oh yeah, I like this over here. If you would like to come into child's pose for a moment, just to get that counter stretch, to open up the low back, go ahead and go there. And let's take one full deep breath here. Exhale. And then inhale, gazing up at your fingers, and then gently bring yourself back up to table. And now we shall meet in puppy pose, or tuck the toes under and press yourself up and back, downward facing dog. And then if you're in down dog, you're going to start to bend one knee and then the other. Yeah, and you can also be in dolphin pose. So I give these options in case you have any wrist injuries. So if you want to be in dolphin, you can bring your forearms down to the earth and reach your hips back. And we're actually going to go there a little bit later, just to open up the shoulders and the heart anyways. So if you'd like to start that. Oh, we're going there. I think this is what we're going to do. Okay, we're in dolphin pose, if that feels good. Please keep your hands reaching on the earth. Your fingers expand. And actually, let's drop to the knees. I'm going to give a little more guidance in this posture. So go ahead and drop to the knees, and you're going to grab a hold of opposite elbows here, just like this. And this is going to be the length that your arms are apart. And then from here, you're going to bring your forearms to the earth, reaching forward. And make sure those elbows are right where we just put them. Yeah, that's it. Okay, now let's come into dolphin pose. Gently tucking the toes under, lifting your hips up and back. And I want you to squeeze the arms together to engage your shoulders here, to make sure we're not dumping into the shoulders or stretching in any way. And there's always going to be a gentle squeeze of the elbows together so they do not splay out. Good. Okay, inhale, gaze forward. And now you're going to bring yourself into forearm plank. I always have to wiggle my feet back just a little bit when I come into this. So inhale forward. You can always drop to your knees if this is too much. Exhale, back dolphin. So you're just walking your feet in a little bit when you come to dolphin. Inhale, let those feet wiggle back as you come forward, and go ahead and gaze forward in your forearm plank. I know, this is intense. Exhale, come on back, dolphin pose. Last one, inhale forward, forearm plank. And exhale back, dolphin pose. Take one more breath here. And then exhale, drop to the knees. And then you're just going to come forward into Sphinx pose, just like Paco. Oh my gosh, Paco got banished. He was being very frisky and distracting. Okay, so now, same thing. You're pulling your elbows together, but now reaching the heart forward in Sphinx. And This may seem like a chill posture, like you're chilling, but please engage the legs and you should be feeling something here. There's always the elbows reaching back and always the heart reaching forward. Take a deep breath and exhale. Good. All right, lower all the way down to the earth. Hands come under shoulders, and then gently tuck the toes under and press yourself up and back into downward facing dog or puppy. Now we're going there. And bring your attention to your shoulders. Notice any shifts and changes since we just did that sequence. I always like to do this to be like, okay, something's happening here. It's good. It keeps me going. Deep breath in. Full breath out. On your inhale, gaze forward between your hands and gently tiptoe your feet up to the front of your mat. So come to the balls of your feet and literally tiptoe to the front of your mat. This takes core strength, especially when you start to come towards your hands. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. All right. So holding this forward fold, little bend to the knees, grab a hold of opposite elbows once again and just rock from side to side. Gentle rocking here. Allowing your head to hang. And then releasing this bind here. Inhale, come up halfway and really expand your shoulders away as you reach your heart forward. Good. Reaching the pelvis back. Feeling this opening of the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root through the feet and rise all the way up to stand, reaching the arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands travel to the heart center, this place of focus. And go ahead and place one hand on top of the heart and the other hand on top of that one. This is the ultimate mudra of self-compassion. Breathing in and breathing out. Noticing the music, noticing the natural world around us, and sending yourself love and compassion. One more breath here. And then softly blinking the eyes open, releasing the hands. And on your inhale, reach your arms all the way back up. Exhale, bend the elbows, come into Gyan Mudra with the fingertips and squeeze those elbows together. This is one that I do a lot in my classes because it's so effective. It really gets into the shoulders. Inhale, reach arms back up. Release that mudra with your hands. Exhale, little bend in the knees. Float forward, lead with the heart. Inhale, draw yourself up halfway. Neutral spine here, reach the hips back. Lovely alignment over here, guys. Exhale, folding forward. Bend your knees enough so your fingertips touch the earth. Root through the left foot and take a slow, long, and soft step back with the right until you make it into a lunge pose. But really move in slow motion. It builds strength here. Good. Roll the shoulders away. Gaze forward. Feel that heart opener even in this lunge. Yes, beautiful. Exhale, lower that right knee down. And then from here, inhale, gaze forward, opening the heart. Exhale here. And then inhale, rise, reaching the arms up, Anjaneyasana, and this is a balancing pose, so find that point of focus that's going to work for you. Good. Sinking into the left knee, and we're getting into our hip flexors now, which is great for back bends in the future. Inhale, reach through the fingers, feel the energy moving through your body. Exhale, same thing we just did, Gyan Mudra, first finger and thumb together, and then squeeze the shoulder blades together. Feel the heart expanding forward, space in the lungs. Good. Next, inhale, reach your arms back up. Exhale, hands come down to frame the left foot, pressing through the ball of your right foot, lifting the knee. And then go ahead and step back, downward facing dog or puppy pose. Deep breath in, full breath out. And then, option to move through a vinyasa. So, you're going to inhale forward into your variation of plank, maybe dropping knees. And actually for this first one, we can all drop knees, lower down to your belly. And then from here, bring your hands into jellyfish hands, so fingertips off the mat. Good, and we're going to do the same squeezing of the shoulder blades together. So inhale, heart reaches forward, legs are engaged. Good, chin is slightly tucked. Exhale, fold forward. Let's do that 2 more times just to continue to floss out these shoulders. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, fold. Last one. Inhale, draw yourself up. Exhale, fold. Bringing your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes under, and gently press yourself up to your variation of plank. Knees on or off the earth. And then meet me back, down dog or puppy pose. Good. Deep breath in. And full breath out. Rooting through the left foot or left knee, depending on where you are. Reach the right foot all the way up to the sky. 3-legged dog or 3-legged puppy. Bend the right knee, open up the hips and kick the right foot over to the left here. And then notice if your right shoulder is rising up on you and press it back down. Deep breath in, full breath out. Okay, level out the hips and then reach your right leg up to the sky. Good. Exhale, hug the right knee in towards your nose and gently step that foot forward. Use your right hand to help you if you need. Good. Roll the shoulders away. We're in a lunge again. Good. Deep breath in. And exhale. Okay, root through those left fingers. Actually, you can do palm or fingers depending on what you want. And we're going to open into a twist here, twisting lunge. Good. So make sure that that right hip is pressing down gently. Sometimes we reach it up to the sky here, but you want a nice stretch. It's a little bit harder to press that right hip down. Inhale. And then exhale, lean back a little bit more, opening up the lungs. Take one more inhale here. Exhale, right hand comes down to frame the right foot. Good. Inhale. And exhale, step it forward. So you can take a couple steps or one step, however feels good to you, but we're meeting in a forward fold. Good. And then option to interlace your hands at your low back if you'd like, reaching the fingers up towards the sky, tiny bend in the elbows, and allowing your hands to reach forward. This is not for everyone. You can also put your hands on your back and just kind of rest it there, or grab a hold of opposite elbows or wrists behind you, whatever feels good here. Honoring what feels good in the shoulders. Let your head hang softly down. One more breath here. And then bringing the clasped hands to your lower back and gently allowing the bind to separate. Everyone bringing the hands down here. Good. On your next inhale, come up halfway, rolling the shoulders away, reaching the crown of your head forward. Exhale, fold forward. Rooting through your feet, rising all the way up to stand. Expand and reach the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands come to the heart. Deep breath in. Full breath out. If your eyes are closed, softly blink them open, and we keep going through the flow. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bend in the elbows, Gyan Mudra with the fingers. Squeeze and open the shoulders and squeeze the elbows together. Inhale, reaching up, release the mudra. Little bend in the knees. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale brings you up halfway. And exhale, fold forward. Bend your knees enough so those fingertips touch the earth. Root through right foot and take a controlled, long, and soft step back with the left foot. Meeting me in that lunge. Good. And then from here, come into a back bend with the chest. Yeah, gazing forward. Nice. And making sure that knee is underneath the foot. Good. Nice adjustment, Pete. You got it. I didn't even have to say anything. Cool. Deep breath in. And exhale, lowering the left knee all the way down to the earth. Deep breath in, expanding the heart in this posture. And exhale here, maybe stretching more into the hip flexor. When you're ready, inhale, come on up, Anjaneyasana. Making sure that your fingers are filled with the energy of spring here. Feeling it move through your fingertips. Good. Inhale here. exhale, bending your elbows, squeezing the elbows together, Gyan Mudra. Once again, this is a hand posture, aka mudra, of focus. Inhale, reaching your arms all the way back up. And then exhale, slowly bring your hands to frame the right foot. Press through ball of left foot, lifting knee. And then stepping back into downward dog or puppy pose. Option to move through a vinyasa, which is that sequence that I showed you earlier. Inhaling forward into plank pose, gazing forward. Choosing to drop knees or not, but let's lower down. If chaturanga up dog is in your practice, you can do it. Otherwise, follow me. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, coming back down. And then press yourself up and back. Down dog or puppy pose. So that will always be an option for you after we finish part of our flow. And I'll lead you through it if you ever need. Deep breath in. Let it go through your mouth. Rooting through the right foot. Lift your left leg up to the sky. From here, bend the knee and open up the hip. Kicking your left foot over to the right. And now press down with your left shoulder, leveling out the shoulders. Good. Feel this openness. And then reach that left leg back up. Level out the hips. Inhale here. And then exhale, hug the left knee in towards the nose, gently stepping once or a couple steps, using the left hand to help you out. Yeah, stepping forward into a lunge. Nice. Ooh, we got some nice soft steps happening. Okay, from here, rooting down through the right hand or right fingers, and you're going to twist yourself open towards that bent knee, so opening up to the left, yes. Again, fingers are engaged here. Feel the energy moving through both arms, radiating. I like to bring visual into this sometimes and imagine golden light moving up and down my arms. Inhale here and exhale. The next inhale, lean back a little more, maybe, pressing down through the left hip. Good. Take one more breath. And then exhale, left hand comes down to frame the left foot. Roll shoulders away on the inhale. And exhale, taking one or a couple steps forward to meet in a forward fold. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Okay, option here to take the opposite clasp of your elbows or your hands. So opposite thumb on top at your lower back, actually. Yeah, so you're going to bring your hands behind you. Good. And then if you're coming into clasped hands, opposite thumb on top, and you're going to reach your arms overhead. If you're coming into clasped elbows, then you're going to grab the opposite elbow on top. And if you can't remember what you did last time, it's totally fine, but it's usually the awkward grip, the one that doesn't feel very natural. So that's how you can figure it out. Deep breath in. And full breath out. And if your clasp is raised, gently meet us at the low back and then release the hands once you get there. Coming all the way down. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Feel that wind pressing through the feet. Rise all the way up on your inhale. And exhale, hands meet in the heart center. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Gently releasing the hands down. We're going to move one more time through that flow with some extra surprises in there. So let's start out by inhaling, reaching the arms up. Exhale, bend in the elbows, squeeze shoulder blades together, making room in the lungs, maybe Gyan Mudra as well. Inhale, reaching all the way back up. Exhale, swan dive, forward, reaching with your heart, hips reach back, little bend in the knees. Good. Inhale, come on up halfway, reaching through the crown of your head. Exhale, fold forward, coming downward. Bend your knees enough that your fingertips come to the earth, and now slow step back through that right foot, meeting me in a lunge. Rolling shoulders away, gazes forward. From here, we're going to come up into high lunge. So squeeze your feet together here so you're creating a ball of light between your legs, and then focus point in front of you as you reach your arms up, high lunge. Good. Roll the shoulders away, and maybe a tiny bend in the back knee to get into that hip flexor a little more. Notice where your pelvis is at, and then you have an option to straighten that back leg. Yeah. Reach up through the fingers, open the heart. Good. And now, same thing. Elbows bend. Gyan Mudra. Whew. Feel your strength. Feel your heart open. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale slowly and softly. Allow your hands to come to frame that left foot. Planting your hands and stepping back, downward facing dog or puppy pose. Okay, option to move through a vinyasa, stay in down dog or puppy, or rest in child's pose. I'm going to take the child's pose option because that's what I'm feeling, but y'all move through it if you want. Good. And then we all meet back. Downward facing dog or puppy pose. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Root through the left foot. Reach right foot up. Bend the knee. Open the hip. Okay, I'm going to give you another option here, and I want you to be mindful and listen to my instructions. So right leg up. You got it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so you're going to bend the left knee, and you're shifting your weight onto your left hand, and you don't have to try this if you don't want to. We're flipping the dog, and you're going to roll over and allow the right foot to land behind you. Tiny bend in the elbow. And then you're going to reach your right arm up and over, coming into a back bend. Good, y'all. One more breath in. And exhale. Gently, slowly bring the right hand down and come on back. Three-legged dog or puppy. Y'all rocked that. Exhale, knee to the nose. Gently take a couple steps or one step up to the front of your mat. Coming into a low lunge. Good. All right, left hand plants. Reach the right arm all the way up. Twist here. But keep the shoulders level instead of leaning back on this one. All right, everyone rise to your left fingertips, starting to bring weight just into your legs. Here's a challenge, and you can always drop the back knee down if you're like, that's not happening right now. You're going to lift yourself up, coming into a twist here. This is like one of the hardest postures for me. Good. Breathing in and breathing out. Slowly and softly come back into a high crescent lunge. This is the final part of our flow. We got to bring something back that we started with. Okay. You can take a couple steps up. Focus on the ball of your right foot, but we are going to come to stand with that left knee drawing in. Good. Stay with me, y'all. Stay with me. Okay, bend that left knee and bring it so that it's parallel to the right. Keep your left arm up. Maybe you sweep your right arm behind you and grab a hold of that left foot. Y'all have been here before, I swear. And you don't have to do any of this if it's too much. And then you're going to bend the right knee, and first, before you lean forward, start to kick back with the left foot. So finding that resistance will help you stay up, and then lean forward. Yeah, it's the other side. Yeah, you got it. We'll do the other. I know what leg you're on. We'll do the other side later. I'll remind you. Yeah. Reach the heart forward. One more breath. This is hard. Inhale. Release it. Let it go. Let's do some hip circles here. So separate your feet about as wide as your mat. Little bend in the knees. That's a hard posture, y'all. And you did it. And it's okay if you fell out of it. And then switch directions with the hips. Let this be a little sassy if you want it to be. No need, though. You can make it super spiritual and unsassy, too. One more circle in this direction. And then let's bring it back into mountain pose. Feet are hip width distance apart. Take a moment. Let that sink in. You can bring your hands to your heart again if that feels good. Deep breath in. And full breath out. And then Softly release the hands, blink the eyes open. We have one more side to do, one more bit of fire. So bring your intention into every movement. And it's okay if you fall out of it. Like I said, this is a hard sequence. Who knew? But you got this. Okay, let's do it. Bring the intention into every movement. Inhale, reach arms up. Exhale, bend the elbows, first finger and thumb together as you reach your heart forward, opening up, letting go of tension. Inhale, reach back up. Little bend in the knees, lead with the heart as you fold forward, coming all the way down. Inhale, up, halfway, reaching forward with the heart. Exhale, fold. Root through right foot, plant your hands on the earth, and slow, soft step it back, moving back with the left foot. And then inhale, reach forward with your heart. Exhale, drop left knee down. Here we are. Your body knows, your body knows. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up, low lunge. Feel this hip flexor stretch really on both sides. Inhale. Exhale, same thing. Squeeze those elbows together. Feel the opening. Inhale, reach up, release the mudra, but reach the fingers up. Feel the energy move through you. Exhale, hands come to frame the right foot. Pressing through the ball of the left, lift the knee, and then step back. Downward facing dog, puppy pose, or let's move through a vinyasa. I'll lead you again. Inhale, rolling forward. Choosing to drop the knees or not. Come all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, come on back down. Tucking toes under, press yourself up and back. Downward facing dog. Last bit here. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Root down through the right foot and lift the left leg all the way up. Good. Bending the left knee, rolling the hips open, pressing down through the left shoulder. Option to stay here. If you would like to go further, listen carefully. Little bend in the right knee. Pressing down through the thumb and first finger of your right hand especially to give you more stability. And then you can start to flip yourself over, land on the ball of that left foot, lowering hips down first, and then expand, reaching hips up, opening up. Good, you guys. Nice job. Awesome. Deep breath in. And then exhale, starting to come back in the same way. Bends in the knees to give you more stability. Left hand comes down and then reach the left foot back up. You guys are awesome. Exhale, hug the left knee into the nose and softly step that foot forward. Using your left hand to help you out. Rolling shoulders away. Exhale. Okay, we're almost there. Rooting down through the right hand, reaching left arm up, coming into that twist. We're only here for a moment, so level out the shoulders. They stack. Left shoulder stacks on top of right. Squeeze your legs together and then come light on those right fingertips using your core and that leg strength to draw you all the way up. Oh my gosh, yes. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale, gaze forward. Hands reach, high lunge. This is it, y'all. Okay, take one or a couple steps forward, but meet with your right knee, hugging in. Right knee. Good. All right, find that focus point in front of you, and then start to draw the right knee towards the left. There's a tiny bend in the left knee to prevent hyperextension. Right arm reaches up. Start to bring that left hand to the right foot, twisting across. Level out the hips as you do this. So the right hip's going to want to come up on you. Bend into the left knee and start to kick right foot to left hand. And then from here, when you have the stability, then start to lean forward. I also like Gyan Mudra in this posture. Option. Pick your own adventure here. Inhale here. Exhale, hold. You have one more breath. Last bit of fire, y'all. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, release, let it go. Same thing with those hip circles. Shake out that left hip. Good. Just drawing yourself to integrate all of that movement Really nice job, y'all. And switch directions, coming around the other way. Feeling the movement of energy, all the work that you've done in your body. So much opening. Honoring that we get to close with a nice forward fold sequence to get those counter stretches. All right. So keeping the feet wide. Toes turn in. Nope, that was right. Heels turn in, toes turn out. And then we're going to come into Malasana. So slowly start to lower the hips down, bringing the hands to the earth. And I have tight Achilles, so I always have to separate my feet pretty wide here. And it's okay if your toes go off the mat. And it feels good to sometimes go like this and just kind of rock from side to side. Once you find it, bring your hands into your heart. And roll the shoulders away. So I think you may, a little wider stance. Totally. And roll the shoulders away, heart reaching forward. We can still engage in the back bend in this posture. Yeah. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Good. And then hands come forward. And you're just going to gently trust yourself and sit down, knowing that the ground is right there. Okay. Let's come into Dandasana with your legs out in front of you. So I love saying this. I know you guys have probably heard it before, but the reason we use the Sanskrit names, one of the reasons, it's to respect the culture, but also because it's said in yoga philosophy that by hearing it, our bodies react to the posture and get into it easier. So it's like a magic language. Okay, sitting up nice and tall. And leading with your heart, let's come into a forward fold. So same thing as we did in the beginning, you're reaching your pelvis back and tilting forward. This may move you like an inch, and that's okay. And then once you get to your limit here, round it out, let your head go, and just fold over those legs. Slow, deep breaths. Just letting your whole body relax. Breathing in. And breathing out. Allowing yourself to have moments of quiet where you notice the natural world around you. And you notice how the music that is being created hits your body. And I'll be quiet for a bit to let you absorb that. Let's take one more deep breath here. And then gently starting to walk yourself back up. Slow, slow, slow. Coming up to sit, rolling the shoulders away. Full breath in. Deep breath out. Then slowly and carefully make your way to lay down on your back again. And we'll close with a twist. So bending the knees, bringing the soles of your feet on the earth. You're going to press through the soles of your feet and shift your hips up and over to the left a little bit. So you're just popping them over to the left. And then knees lowered to the right. You can tee your arms out to the side and just come into a gentle twist here. Giving yourself permission to relax, to ease in. Slow, deep breaths. On your next inhale, Drawing your knees back to the center, planting the soles of your feet on the earth, and let's just gently shift those hips up and over to the right this time. And then knees fall to the left. Gaze is over that right shoulder. This is feeling really good right now for my body. I don't want to come out of it. If your eyes are closed, honor that. If your eyes are open, find a natural being that you would like to connect with and just allow yourself to gaze. Maybe you're gazing at the tree, maybe the wild blue of the sky, but let yourself enjoy that. This is a great counter posture to staring at our phones all day. Staring at something in nature, letting your gaze meander. And then gently bringing the knees back to the center, pressing through the soles of your feet, shifting the hips back to a neutral place. Deep breath here. And now, softly extending the legs out, finding your final posture to relax, to soak in the soundscape, and to allow your body to integrate all that you've done today, which is quite a bit of opening and strengthening. Let it go right here. Resting deeply. Shavasana. Gently beginning to deepen the breath. Feeling the soft rise and fall of your belly and chest. Starting to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Softly waking yourself back into this moment. And rocking your head from side to side. As you feel ready, you can bend those knees and bring them into your chest, curling yourself into a sweet little ball. And then in your own time, make your way up to a seat at the top of your mat. And then from here, placing one hand on top of your heart and the other hand on top of that one. Feeling the softness and this gesture of love and compassion. Sealing in all of the benefits of this heart-opening, breath-opening, spring-centered class today. And then opening up your hands, fingers extended outward. And think about a person or people or being in your life that needs a little extra love and support, comfort. Perhaps they're going through a rough time right now. Send them love, send them comfort, and send them all of the benefits of our class. And then gently drawing your hands into a prayer position. And we will close with one round of Om here. You can listen or join in, whatever you're feeling called to do. Take a deep breath in. Om. Softly blinking the eyes open. And the light in me honors the light in all of you. Namaste. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming. And thank you to Grego for amazing music, soundscape.